I've been a radio personality for a long time, but I've never been a former radio personality before. It's alien territory. Now, over the last few years, social media has provided a platform for those who once talked to thousands or millions of people through a microphone and over the airwaves. And I've paid attention to how my fellow broadcasters handled their passage from on-air personality to, well, I guess you'd say to private citizen. From what I've gathered from reading their posts, it's not always an easy transition. After years, sometimes decades, invested in developing relationships with countless listeners, sharing stories and laughs and tears, that relationship is severed. It usually happens overnight. People are left to wonder what happened. Many listeners reach out to these former radio personalities with warm wishes and incredibly kind comments. It's almost like a funeral where you hear beautiful things about the dearly departed. And for a brief moment, everyone shares a virtual embrace. It's really nice, given the unhappy event that precipitated it. And then the world moves on. People have lives. They have their own crises to deal with. They have kids to manage, aging parents who require attention, bosses who hassle them over little things, cars that break down, household appliances that break down, personal relationships that break down. In just a matter of hours, the separation, which seemed so touching yesterday, fades into the general background hum of life, the way it should. We deal with one bummer incident at a time because there's always something else that will move in to occupy our hearts and our minds. So why am I thinking about this so much? Well, it's because after 48 years in radio, 40 of them in Denver, and 33 of them hosting a morning show, I'm now that guy. I'm the former host. I'm receiving more messages of sympathy than I can keep up with. And no lie, it is seriously bringing me to tears. I've been so moved, in fact, that twice today I've had to step away and just get outside. During one of those walks, I thought about all those social media posts that I've seen from my fellow ex-broadcasters. Many of them included old photos, showing happy times at a radio station. Or they shared a Facebook memory from the good old days. Or maybe it was just a lament about the turn the industry has taken. But the likes and the comments, well, those dwindle more and more as time passes. People can only validate you for so long before they basically forget you were ever on the air in the first place. Again, this is life. But it's a strange phenomenon that I wanted to talk about. Because unless you've been there in the public eye, or I guess in this case, the public ear, you can't know what it's like. I would compare it to former professional athletes who retire. Yes, some go into the Hall of Fame, or they become TV analysts, keeping their faces in front of people. The vast majority, however, just end up at home with their families. No more cheering crowd, no one asking for autographs anymore. They're left to just pay the bills, drive the kids to school, ice their battle scars, and watch the new generation of athletes take their turn basking in the glory. They cross over from public life to private life, and it's a big adjustment. Now, for me, it's not about the cheers, not the kind the pro athletes generate. For me, it's about the daily platform, The one that once allowed me to speak my mind, or let me vent about stupid things, or blessed me with deep belly laughs from something a listener said. That daily dopamine hit of joy, and a job that gave me a blank slate every day at 6 a.m. I will replace that platform at some point soon, but for now, I'm in that funeral stage. Tomorrow, I'll be just another former radio guy who had a good run. I find the psychology of it fascinating. I'm not looking for anyone to hang on to me. I'm just making sure I'm holding on to myself. As time goes by, really, I doubt I'll post stuff about the good old days. I've spent the last half of my career sort of prepping for life after shutting off the radio mic. I've got 29 books and counting to my credit, plus multiple online platforms where I write and pontificate and laugh. I'm good to go. But since I tend to share what I'm thinking about life and its various twists and turns, I thought I'd share the thoughts I'm having today. I thank everyone who has said wonderful things. I do sigh at the usual digital trolls who take any opportunity to bash people from behind their anonymous keyboard. They'll always be there, and honestly, they just make me laugh. More than anything, though, I'm grateful for a lifetime of radio. It has been a privilege. Looking forward to what's next.